Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you technical analysis on the Bitcoin chart as we are seeing some warning signs of a deeper sell-off than we're already experiencing. So, with that being said, let's get right to the charts. And we will start over here today on the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin. And if you look back, you can see we sold off pretty good on Monday. Then we moved sideways for a couple of days. And now we're starting to sell off once again. And a level I was actually keeping an eye on first off was the 60,000 level. If we broke down below that, that would be a warning sign that Bitcoin was going to be headed lower. And as this wedge started to develop, I was basically looking for Bitcoin to break out in either direction. Actually, it could have gone up, but in reality, once it broke down, then we had another warning sign that the bears are taking control of this market. And another level I was looking at was 61,000. And over on the Telegram group, if you don't follow us on Telegram, we do talk trading over on the Recon Trader Telegram group. You might want to check it out. There's a link in the description down below. But there was some talk about Bitcoin breaking out of this wedge, right? I believe in this area where you see it does close out above the wedge. However, I was waiting for a close above the 61,000 level, as that had been resistance clear back here pretty much all the way through. Bitcoin's price had not closed above the 61,000 level, so I did not take this trade because 61,000 to me was going to be a vital area for Bitcoin to get above if I was going to be convinced the bulls are going to be involved in this battle. Which it turned out the bulls are not participating and the bears basically have control of the market and they're pushing it down. We are currently seeing a bit of a bounce, but we may just be coming back to retest this lower trend line on the wedge, where you can see we actually retested it on this particular candle, touched and rejected. We might come right back up into this area and reject even lower on the next leg down. However, on the flip side, if the bulls do step up, they can push this price up. They have several levels of resistance ahead of them. They have the 60,000 level. They have this trend line that they would have to get through. And in my book, they would have to get this price back above 61,000 before I see any bullish momentum after this recent sell-off. And something else that caught my eye that's a huge warning sign, after this big dump earlier in the week, we did get a bit of a bounce, but rolled over, and to me this looks a lot like a dead cat bounce. So again, just more weakness in the Bitcoin market. Now if we jump out to the 4 hour chart, pretty much the same as the 1 hour. You can see the bulls have a problem getting back above this trend line, and once the price broke this choppy pattern here, we did see a pretty big push to the downside, and it went all the way as low as around 57,000. I know this price breached the 57,000 level, so once again, just a huge warning sign. This price action to me is clearly turning bearish. We're no longer making higher lows and higher highs. We are going lower on every move. So there are warning signs all over these charts. For example, here on the chart, we see this sideways motion and then a breakdown. Then we get sideways motion and a breakdown. This is not a pattern the bulls want to see. The bulls want to see sideways consolidation and breaking up, not breaking down. And until I see otherwise, I expect this price to go lower. And remember, I'm not making predictions. I just see the probability of Bitcoin going lower. And if we jump out to the 1 day chart, we can use the EMA ribbon. Every time we approached the ribbon and bounced off, we went higher. The moment the price breaks below the ribbon, the price drops. And in this case, we are in danger of closing below the EMA ribbons. And if the Bitcoin price does that, then we could expect a further move towards the downside. Now, how low could we go? Well, my initial target would probably be right back in this area where we did see a little bit of support, and that puts us around the 53.5 to 54,000 level. And if we break down below that, then we could be headed right back down into this moving average, and that would put us at around 50,000. After that, Then we're looking back down at 41,000 at this level where we had support on this previous breakdown. So with 4 hours to go on today's daily candle, I will be very interested to see where this candle closes, whether it can close back up in the ribbons or if it's going to close outside of the ribbons. I am ready to get short on Bitcoin if we close below the EMA ribbons, just like I did back here, and capture a nice bit of profit on the next leg down. Now, if we zoom out to the weekly chart, we can see that the weekly candle for Bitcoin is one big red move down, very bearish indeed. And at this point in time, the level to keep an eye on would be the Fibonacci 0786 level, and that's around 57,139. We came right into that, actually dipped below it, but the price has since recovered. If I zoom in a little closer, you can see there's a bit of a gap, and right now that level needs to hold. If that level breaks down, then more than likely we're headed towards the 618 level, which is going to be that 51,000 level, and that would kind of correspond with this upwards trend line. But if the bulls don't join the fight soon, then the price could be headed back down to 41,000 or even the lows of 30,000, and more than likely the bull market will be over and we'll be into the next bear market. Now, on the flip side, we still have several days to go in this week, and if the bulls are able to get this price moving back up, we can still see all-time new highs, and that target right now is around 74.5 to 75,000, and that'd be the 1272 on the Fibonacci levels. And after that, then we're looking up at the 1618, and that puts us around 88,000. However, right now, the bears are in control of this market. There are a lot of warning signs that this price action is going to continue down, and so we definitely want to keep an eye on the charts. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button, as I will upload updated videos here in the near future on this price action. Also, if you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop those in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.